Joe Biagini, I'm looking forward to an entertaining conversation with you. Let's start with how you're adjusting to big league life. How do you go from pitching in Double A to the majors, and what kind of adjustments you've had to make there?
Well, um, I'm a little nervous now that you set some high expectations. But how have I been adjusting? It's I would say that there's always a lot of aspects that you kind of expect or how you're going to have to adjust in certain ways. But kind of when you get here, it I think those things kind of change a little bit.
Hmm.
Like you can never really prepare for exactly how the dynamic is going to be, or I was surprised by the talent of the media staff, and so I've had to deal with that. I've also been wearing my glove a lot just in case I need to work on catching things more. um, Other than that, it's really just kind of, it's almost like you have to, I think for the first part of your career, really, when you're just kind of getting into it and getting comfortable, you have to kind of almost, it's kind of weird, but like almost not adjust too much. You have to kind of trust what got you there. Um, and I think once you kind of just establish a little bit of confidence, establish a little bit of rhythm, then you can kind of start getting into, okay, now, obviously these hitters are the best in the world. I believe that I can compete with them, but there's certain things that I'm going to have to improve. And I'm certainly learning that. So I think just a lot of little things about hitters' approaches, and then, the talent of the other teams, the preparation of our team and the other teams, I think is something just to kind of try to use, but not but not overuse, not overcomplicate things. You know, just just stick to trying to throw it where the catcher tells you to, and and hope for the best.
You're lucky because you've got some pretty good veterans there in the bullpen. You've got Cecil, you've got Floyd, who I saw you talking to as you were coming off the field, and you've got Chavez. What have you observed from them, Joe? What have you learned? Have they given you any advice?
I've mostly observed like what order they put their jersey on. I think that's a good routine to kind of set, um, kind of your pace of the day, and make sure everything's in order. I was with Venditti when he was here earlier, and we created an acronym for checking to make sure that we have everything on our jersey before we go out. Like belt, there was a word, word for B, J for jersey, H, G. Like it was a terrible. It wasn't an actual word. It didn't work very well, but it helped us remember. But also, I would say that I'm really lucky, as you said, to get the chance to just kind of be around them. You don't even always have to have a conversation with them. You can just kind of listen to them, how they're talking in the bullpen about, what they did to hitters in the past and how they adjusted, kind of their approaches when they're warming up. I've learned from Chavez. He's told me a few things about, how to get ready quickly and get kind of out of that starter's mindset. Um, you know, Gavin's been just kind of an all-around mentorish type for me. Hopefully he's being a good influence on me. I'll have to ask my mom when I see her in San Francisco if I'm a changed man.
Speaking of which, next week you guys will be playing the Giants. You're originally from Redwood, California. Going back to San Fran and seeing friends and family. How special will that be for you, Joe?
It's gonna be, decently special, not too exciting. I don't know. I feel like they just have a lot of expectations of me, as you do, and I don't know how it's gonna go. Um, so
Are you looking forward to it?
yes, obviously I'm looking forward to it a lot. I think that when I grew up a Giants fan, but like just envisioning Major League Baseball, I always kind of envisioned it in that park,
Hmm.
and so that was kind of my idea of baseball, and my dream where I wanted to be, and so. Ironically, it's with another organization, even after I was drafted by the Giants, but I'm not complaining for a second. Um, but it's going to be a busy couple of days, I think. unless people were just joking and they're like, yeah, sorry, we're just kidding, we're not coming. But I'm just kind of it's like another little step in the kind of letting it sink in. There's just like another little aspect that adds to the experience, and I'm really just thank God for the opportunity to, play on this team with all these incredible guys and watch them work, get to play against, the best in the world, and it'll be fun to see a few of the guys that I know. Hopefully they haven't forgotten about me.
You know what? I have a lot of people that warned me about
He's
talking to
he's
you.
gotta go.
Yes, Aaron Sanchez has to go. A lot of people have told me about your sarcastic ways. You've got a dry
What
sense
is-
of humor.
What is what's sarcasm?
Let me ask you this: what is it like to be Joe Biagini's mom?
It's got to be tough.
Why is that?
Just I don't know. She did her best. But sometimes I think that I don't know. I really obviously appreciate her and what she's done for me. I feel sorry for her at times, just because I can be whatever. But I hope that she sees this and
She's proud of you.
I hope so. Yeah, no, she is.
Well, I can tell you, Joe.
I want to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And sorry, I wanted to get that in. But I can't imagine what it's like. It's probably tough to be anybody's mom. I don't make it any easier.
Well, Joe Biagini, I got to tell you, you are a delight to talk to. Sometimes I'm not sure when you're being serious or not, but I think the main thing is Blue Jays fans are very proud of you and very impressed. In 7 appearances by you, you've just given up just 1 run so far. So hopefully that'll end right there.
I hope so. I appreciate your appreciation. Thanks.
Joe Biagini, guys, I think I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's send it back to you.